Hello, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Sunday night for me, but this will be uploaded on Wednesday, hopefully on time, if everything goes well. I do at first want to say I'm sorry for not making a video last week. It was just a very hectic week and I couldn't do it, but I'm making sure that there is one this week. This week's topic is about changing the gender marker and changing your name. And currently I live in California, so most of my information will be geared towards there. For the most part, I think this is recently new. I will admit that I did not look into the process, even though eventually I am gonna change my gender marker on all my documents, but I don't know, I just never gotten around, so it's a good thing this topic rolled around. From what I've researched for the gender marker, you don't need a court order for your driver's license or your social security or your passport or even your birth certificate if it's a California birth certificate. I believe you probably need a court order if it's an out-of-state birth certificate. But if you're a California birth certificate, then I don't think you need a court order for it. And I thought that was pretty cool. It saves you a ton of money. So for that, you don't need a court order. I believe it's separate forms for each department that you would have to go to. But if you do want to change your gender marker on your birth certificate, and it is an out-of-state one, I will put a link below that will gear you towards the California court website, and you'll be able to download and fill out the forms, and it'll even give you like step by step of how the process would be. So like you download the forms and you fill them out, and then you have to go to the clerk's office and then pay the filing fee, and they will give you a date. Yeah, so you will go to your court date and the judge will sign your form so you can change your birth certificate. But you need a court order if you're going to change your name on any legal document. The good part about it is they recently changed it where you don't have to put your changed name published in the newspaper. You only have to do it if you're changing it for other reasons besides trying to how do I say it? Besides the reason of changing it to match your gender identity, which is good. Which it saves one, it saves money and a hassle, and two, it is great protection against everything just in case, especially for people who are trying to live stealth. So that's really good. Again, I will put a link below and it'll send you straight to the California courts, and you'll be able to download the forms, and they'll have step by step on what you need. I think the only thing bad about the name change is that you need I believe you need like a doctor's letter. I mean, they have a form for it for your doctor to fill out, but just, I don't know, to me it's just the fact that you have to prove that you're trans is, well, I guess for criminals who are just trying to change their names, I don't know. That rarely happens, I'm certain. But enough about my opinion on that. So yeah, so it's the same process as the gender marker. You fill out the forms, go to the clerk's office, and then you pay a fee, stuff like, and then you go to your court date, judge will sign. Oh, and make sure that if you are getting the certificates for either your name or your gender change, to ask for multiple copies, because you will probably need, especially for the name one, you will need to give proof to almost everything that you have to, like, especially for school, you need that one for that to prove that you did change your name. And also for your social security, they need one, and it's just a lot of people will need one. So friends who have had the name change have warned to ask for multiple copies. There is a way where you can do your name change and gender marker change at the same time, if that's what you want to do. And I will also put a link below, and it'll send you again straight to the court's website, and it's a different form, so that's why it's, I don't know why, but it's a different form. Personally, to me, unless you are in out of state, unless you were born out of state and you really want to change the gender marker on your birth certificate, personally, I wouldn't even go to the courts to try to change the gender marker, because if it's not required in California to change everything, then might as well save yourself the trouble and money. Unfortunately, for those of you that live outside the state, I don't know their process. The process probably will be a little different. So, yeah, that's, I believe, from my understanding of my research, that's generally what happens. I believe we're also supposed to talk about our feelings about it. I personally have not changed my name or my gender marker. For now, I don't think I'm gonna change my name, because I'm pretty comfortable with my birth name, except for my middle name, but no one uses my middle name, so to me it's not a big deal. A big enough deal for now for me to change it. But I will be changing my gender marker on all my other documents. Don't know when. Don't know when I will do it, but it will eventually happen. I guess for right now, the anxiety that tends to, I guess, sometimes hold me back on starting the process of changing the gender marker would be that for now, I mean, I know it's, how do I say this? I know it's not it shouldn't be a goal to be, I guess you can say 100% passing. But for me, who likes to fly under the radar, I think it would pose a lot of questions if I do start the process and it happens and I still look very femme. And so I think that would raise a lot of questions. I honestly don't know how to deal with that if that would happen. If any of you have gone through it and have the same problem as I do, please let me know in the comments below, because that would be really helpful. But yeah, that's my main concern, is that since I don't necessarily pass, it'll just raise a bunch of questions, a bunch of unwanted questions, I should say, because that's usually how the conversation goes, and I would like to avoid that, because that can get annoying, especially if it happens multiple times. But then again, I don't have to tell you that that gets annoying, because all of you are going with it, going through it with me. So, but yeah, that's my take on it and the whole process. Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next week. I hope that today and this week has gone great for you, and I will see everyone later.